Welcome to Mr. Beebop. Agatha Christie killed off hundreds of characters in her books. In this video, we take a different look into the Queen of Crime by analyzing the data behind the deaths and murders in her novels and stories. The database includes 154 stories covering all deaths, including suicides, murders, and deaths due to natural causes, from 66 novels, 7 plays, and 81 short stories by Agatha Christie. Here are the top Agatha Christie works that involve multiple deaths or have a significant impact in terms of casualties. Cards on the Table revolves around a murder that takes place during a bridge game. There are 2 background murders mentioned in the story, and 4 primary murders that the renowned detective Hercule Poirot solves. Death Comes as the End is a unique entry in Christie's body of work as it is set in ancient Egypt. The novel follows Renazende as she attempts to unravel the series of murders that occur within her family, navigating through the complex web of relationships and secrets. In Halloween Party, a murder takes place during a Halloween party held in the English village of Woodley Common. The story revolves around the investigation into this crime and the uncovering of 5 more murders. As Poirot untangles the complex web of relationships, he unravels the truth behind the murder and exposes the culprit. While the Big Four primarily focuses on the unraveling of the criminal organization and Poirot's efforts to thwart their plans, there are 6 murders that occur throughout the narrative that serve as crucial elements in the story, highlighting the dangerous and deadly nature of the Big Four's operations. In The Pale Horse, the story revolves around a mysterious and seemingly unconnected series of 6 deaths. While the cause of death varies for each victim, they all share a common link: they were named on a list found in the possession of a dying woman. The protagonist, Mark Easterbrook, becomes involved in the investigation and works to uncover the truth behind these mysterious deaths. Christie's novel Murder is Easy, also known as Easy to Kill, is a classic mystery featuring a string of murders in the English village of Wickwood-under-Ash. In this story, there are 7 murders that occur throughout the narrative. The protagonist of the story, Luke Fitzwilliam, takes on the role of an amateur detective to solve these murders and uncover the truth behind them. The story Curtain, Poirot's Last Case, which was one of Christie's final works featuring the detective Hercule Poirot, takes place in a country house called Styles Court. The narrative revolves around a series of murders that occur within the house, and secondary murders surrounding the house guests. Poirot works to solve the mystery, piecing together clues, motives, and relationships among the characters in order to identify the killer. The novel And Then There Were None has the highest death count at 13. It features a unique premise where 10 individuals with dark secrets are invited to a secluded island. As the story unfolds, they find themselves trapped and start dying one by one, with 3 other murders occurring outside the island. And Then There Were None is a suspenseful and intricately plotted novel, known for its clever twists and shocking revelations. Agatha Christie's stories often feature mysteries and crimes, but there are also instances where characters die from natural causes without foul play involved. In these cases, the death is not a central part of the mystery but serves as a backdrop to the main investigation. While Agatha Christie's works are renowned for their intricate mysteries and crimes, she also includes natural deaths to provide context, atmosphere, or as a starting point for the investigations. Agatha Christie's novels and stories occasionally include suicides as part of the plot or backstory. While suicides are not as prevalent as murders in her stories, they occasionally play a role in shaping the plot or revealing crucial information. Accidental deaths occasionally occur in Agatha Christie stories, adding twists and complexities to the narratives. The accidental deaths serve as plot devices in Agatha Christie's works, creating intrigue and leading investigators to uncover hidden motives and secrets. Agatha Christie was renowned for her ability to create ingenious and creative murder methods in her mystery novels. Her books often featured unconventional and intriguing ways in which the victims met their demise. Here are a few examples of Agatha Christie's notable murder methods. Drowning. Christie occasionally used drowning as a method of murder, often creating situations where the cause of death appeared accidental or as a result of natural causes. Sparkling cyanide and Death in the Clouds feature drownings as central plot elements. Strangulation. Christie also utilized strangulation as a murder method in several of her works. The act of choking the life out of a victim often added a sense of brutality and tension to the stories. Notable examples include Sad Cypress and The 13 Problems. Stabbing. Stabbings and knife attacks were frequently employed in Christie's novels. The sudden and violent nature of a stabbing added a dramatic element to the stories. Appointment with Death and Murder on the Orient Express feature notable instances of this murder method. Blunt force trauma. In some cases, Christie employed blunt force trauma as a means of murder, typically using objects like heavy statuettes or blunt instruments. This method was often used when the murder needed to appear as an accident or to disguise the true cause of death. Examples can be found in novels such as Dead Man's Folly and The Clocks. Shooting. Gunshots and firearms were utilized as murder methods in many of Christie's novels, particularly in stories involving espionage or criminal conspiracies. The Secret Adversary and The Big Four are examples where firearms play a significant role in the crimes. Poisoning. Poison was a favored method of murder in many of Christie's stories. She extensively researched toxic substances and their effects, making her descriptions of poisonings detailed and believable. Notable instances of poisoning can be found in novels such as The Mysterious Affair at Styles and Five Little Pigs. It's important to note that while the murder methods employed by Agatha Christie were often clever and intricate, her novels focused not only on the act of murder but also on the unraveling of complex mysteries and the psychological motivations behind the crimes. Murderers in Christie's books can be of varying genders, reflecting a diverse range of characters and motives. While the gender profile of the murderers can vary from story to story, it is worth noting that Christie's works often feature a mix of male and female culprits. In many of her novels, both men and women are portrayed as capable of committing murder, with motives such as greed, jealousy, revenge, or a desire to protect secrets. Christie was known for creating complex and multidimensional characters, regardless of their gender, which added depth and suspense to her mysteries. It is important to remember that Agatha Christie's writing spans several decades, and societal attitudes and gender roles have evolved since the time of her works. While gender may be a factor in the motives or methods employed by the murderers, It is not a defining characteristic that determines their capacity for crime. Agatha Christie's murderers and victims encompass a wide range of characters with diverse backgrounds, motives, and personalities. Here is a general profile of her murderers and victims. Methodical planners. Many of Christie's murderers are meticulous in their planning and execution of the crime. They carefully plot each step to ensure their actions go undetected. These characters often possess a certain level of intelligence and cunning, manipulating the circumstances to their advantage. Hidden motives. Christie's murderers typically have hidden or obscure motives for their crimes. These motives can range from financial gain, revenge, jealousy, or even the desire to protect a secret. Uncovering these motives is a crucial aspect of the mystery-solving process in her novels. Deceptive. Christie's murderers often lead double lives, appearing innocent or unsuspecting to others. They may hide behind a facade of charm, normalcy, or even victimhood, making it challenging for the detective or other characters to identify the true culprit. Psychological complexity. Christie's murderers often exhibit psychological complexity. They may display traits such as narcissism, sociopathy, or an obsession with control, leading them to commit heinous acts. Understanding the psychological makeup of the murderer is often essential in solving the mystery. Unpredictability. Christie's murderers can be surprising and unexpected. She masterfully plants red herrings and misdirection throughout her stories, leading readers and characters to suspect the wrong individuals. The true murderer may defy initial assumptions, adding suspense and intrigue to the narrative. Varied backgrounds. Agatha Christie's victims come from diverse backgrounds, ranging from the wealthy and influential to the common and ordinary. They can be family members, acquaintances, strangers, or even fellow passengers on a train or guests at a secluded location. Complicated relationships. The victims in Christie's stories often have complex relationships with the other characters. They may be entangled in love affairs, family disputes, or financial conflicts, providing potential motives for their murder. Vulnerability. Christie's victims are often portrayed as vulnerable in some way. They may be naive, unsuspecting, or trapped in precarious situations, which makes them susceptible to becoming targets of the murderers. Symbolic significance. In some cases, the victims in Christie's stories serve a symbolic purpose. Their deaths may represent a broader theme or idea explored in the novel, adding layers of meaning to the narrative. Catalysts for investigation. The discovery of a victim's body typically serves as the catalyst for the investigation. The detectives or amateur sleuths, such as Hercule Poirot or Miss Marple, are then tasked with unraveling the mystery surrounding their death. Agatha Christie's skill in crafting memorable murderers and victims lies in her ability to create well-rounded and multidimensional characters, providing readers with engaging puzzles and intricate plots to solve. Agatha Christie's stories feature a wide range of motives for murder, reflecting the complexities of human nature and the diverse circumstances in which crimes are committed. Here are some common motives that drive murder in Christie's works. Mistaken identity. Agatha Christie occasionally incorporates mistaken identity as a plot device in her novels and stories, leading to intriguing twists and revelations, adding layers of intrigue, misdirection, and surprise. The confusion and consequences resulting from mistaken identities often contribute to the complexity and suspense of her stories. Undisclosed motives. Christie's works often feature murders with undisclosed motives, adding an element of mystery and suspense to the story. In these cases, Agatha Christie masterfully crafts stories where the true motives behind the murders are not immediately revealed. This technique keeps readers engaged and guessing as they navigate through a maze of clues, red herrings, and hidden motivations alongside the detectives in the story. Protection of secrets. Secrets and hidden truths play a significant role in Christie's mysteries. Characters may resort to murder to protect their reputations, conceal past misdeeds, or prevent damaging revelations from coming to light. Political or ideological motives. Christie's works occasionally feature murder motivated by political or ideological beliefs. Characters may commit murder to further their causes, protect their interests, or eliminate perceived threats to their beliefs or agendas. Revenge. Revenge is another frequently seen motive. Characters seek retribution for perceived wrongs or past grievances, leading them to commit murder as a means of settling scores or seeking justice in their own eyes. Mental instability. In some cases, characters with psychological or emotional disturbances commit murder due to a distorted perception of reality, delusions, or an inability to control their impulses. This motive adds an element of psychological depth to Christie's stories. Jealousy. Particularly in matters of love and relationships, jealousy is a motive that drives characters to extreme measures. Murder may be committed out of jealousy over a rival's success, a love triangle, or the desire to eliminate a perceived threat. Fear and self-preservation. Characters may resort to murder out of fear for their own safety or self-preservation. This motive often arises when individuals believe their lives or livelihoods are at risk, leading them to take drastic actions to protect themselves. Greed. Greed is a prevalent motive in many of Christie's mysteries. Characters may commit murder to gain inheritance, control over finances, or valuable possessions. Financial motives often lead to intricate schemes and deceptions. These are just a few examples of the motives for murder that Agatha Christie explores in her novels and stories. Her ability to create intricate plots and compelling characters ensures that each motive is portrayed with its unique complexities and consequences, making her mysteries captivating and enduring. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.